Good morning, peoples. Oh boy, today is another beautiful day in the D. The clouds are nowhere to be found, and it is about 57 degrees outside on a great August the 27th, 2025. Welcome this morning. First of all, I want to say thank you for all of our subscribers. Every single one of you. We really appreciate all of you, and we're grateful for all of you. And if you're not a subscriber, just go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Smash the subscribe button and become part of the Detroit Diz family for free. I know that's a dirty word. It's a 4-letter dirty word. It's FREE, but it costs nothing. And you get to support us. Our goal, help us meet our goal of 1,000 subscribers, our short-term goal. Anyways, so yeah, it's another great day here in the D. So, looks like the Detroit Tigers, I like to talking about the Tigers in the morning. The Detroit Tigers are coming back. They could possibly have the winningest record of the Major League Baseball by the end of the season. We have one more month left of baseball as of Monday, September the 1st. It's hard to believe already that it is Labor Day. And it's hard to believe already that we're one day into pumpkin spice lattes at Starbucks. I did not go and get one. I'm trying to get off the sugars, and I got to tell myself, smack my hand if I, tap my head or something to remember, tie a string around my finger, something like that, to remind myself, do not get the pumpkin spice lattes full of sugars over there at Starbucks. It's a bad idea. Don't do it. And so, yeah. Even though I do crave for one, I will pretend everything that I'm drinking is a pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks, even though it isn't. It's all in your head. Yeah. Anyhow, how many of you guys actually hate the pumpkin spice? I know there's a lot of people. Anyhow, so how many people, I just thought about this in my head, we have a farmer's market that is open every single weekend, every Saturday, open on Saturdays, usually. But there are some towns where the farmer's market only is here during the harvest. I don't know why we call October the harvest season, but I guess that's because we have hay and pumpkins and it's fall time, and it just seems like a harvest time. But I don't know that that's really the true harvest time. I'm not a farmer, so I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just guesstimating that that's not really true, because that's usually how it is. Yeah, it's a thing. So, what else is happening? I wanted to talk about a subject today, but I kind of decided not to. But I'll replace that with this. You have to stay focused on your goals no matter what is happening around you all of the time, So you could get distracted or put off or, or feeling not so great due to the fact that there's other factors of your environment that are really not so happy or not so great. And they could become distractions, of your environment. And so you gotta I'm not saying to stay in a bubble. Don't do that. You'll never enjoy life if you stay in a bubble. But you have to take a time and stand back and just try to relax and try to regroup sometimes, a mini regroup. They say that part of relaxation techniques is that you should try some type of breathing exercises or some type of relaxation techniques to try to regroup. Try to take 5 minutes and here and there and try to just decompress. Not think about anything. And I think those kind of things are really great to do throughout the day, because then you can kind of not take your mind off all those things. So to help with that, if it's about maybe not checking your social media accounts during the middle of the day, or if it's not about what I'm saying, if it's not about making sure you're not in the fray or reading things that kind of put you off, then don't do those things. Don't give in to your triggers every day. And it's hard, especially with certain things when it is enticing to read the dramas on social media, or to get involved, even drama on just a normal life. And so you gotta try to sectionalize that part of the drama and just put it aside and really focus on what you're doing. And that's important to do. And it's challenging I think for everybody, that everybody has something that is distracting them from achieving their goals. So I thought I'd talk about that for a minute. I struggle with that, sometimes, and I got to come back and remind myself that sometimes my goals are bigger than, things, other things are not so great, not to worry about things so much. And then just to make sure that we stay on path. Don't get off path. Stay focused. Know that other things, really, things that you don't, like the serenity prayer, you can't, just try to take care of the things that are underneath your control, and other things that aren't under your control, don't worry about them. Basically that's what it says. So, if you have to just not worry about the things that you have no control over, then that's really important to do. Because if you do, then they'll eat up all your time and all that other stuff. Anyways, so that's enough about that. I think I've been ranting here for a few minutes about all of that stuff. They're building that's right, they're going to build a traffic light there. I'll be the only traffic light on this stretch of road. Right there. So I'm pretty excited. I don't know where it's going. I haven't even looked. But soccer, Detroit has a professional soccer team. And the soccer team is coming It's going to be having a stadium that's going to be being built finally, and I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know where the stadium's going to be, but I'm pretty sure that it'll be pretty great. And I'm going to have to look online to see where it's going to be going at. That's going to be a great thing. So yeah, so that's going to be a the soccer. I need to start following soccer more. I've been thinking about following soccer more. The where I was stationed at, Darmstadt, has a soccer team that's in the Bundes. I'm going to mess this up. Anyways, it's the Germany has 2 soccer leagues, and they are in the second league, which is the teams that are okay, but they're not like the top-notch teams. And I'm not saying that they're not top-notch. What I'm saying is that their records have not always been, but they could move. Sometimes those teams move back and forth between. Some of them move back and forth between the two leagues, depending on what their record is. So, I think that I cannot wait to see the. I'm gonna, what am I getting here to? I'm sorry. I was getting distracted for some reason watching something ahead of me. The German teams that I watch, Darmstadt, all the German teams already started their soccer season. They started in the beginning of August, and they go till next year. They have a break in the middle of the December time. But, they I don't know how they do it. I think they have a break from like November to like December-ish or something like that, and then they continue on. So, yeah, that's the thing. So their games, though, are here in the United States. Their games are like at 7:30 in the morning. I don't know if they're always on the weekend or if they're in the middle of the week, but they're very hard to catch. And soccer, you got to have like really patience for soccer. The game is not the most fastest paced thing as far as scoring, but there is some excitement throughout because there's a lot of saves. It's like hockey, sort of, regular hockey, NHL, where there's a lot of passing the ball, kicking, trying to get a goal. And then like every once in a while you'll get a score. Scores. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So Labor Day, what are we going to do Labor Day? Not much is planned for Labor Day. They have here in the Detroit metropolitan area this Labor Day, they have 2 things going on. They have the Jazz Fest, downtown Detroit, and then in the city of Royal Oak here, they have the Arts, Beats, and Eats, which is basically music, and then people that are artists that make things like paintings and pottery and stuff like that, crafty kind of things. Then you have the food. It's kind of like the food is almost like any of those Epcot festivals. Whereas it's a lot of money for a small amount of food. And with rising prices, I could see them going up, or the portion size is getting smaller. So, you know, we're going to avoid going to that because, and we're probably going to be going out playing golf. And so today, we went to the golf range yesterday. We're not going to go there today. And then we're going to go to the golf range on, I want to think about this for a minute. We're going to go to the golf range on probably Thursday. I'm going to go Thursday and Friday because it's very cheap to hit balls and it'll help your swing. Yesterday, I did not have a great time at the golf range. I had some issues. Don't know what was going on. But I think it's because of the way that where we were at on the golf range was at the very end, and it was pointed towards the middle, and it just being in that last stall or whatever you want to call it kind of always gets me because of the way that I'm standing, and it's kind of a weird situation. But nonetheless, you know, it is what it is. All right, let's get across here. There goes the schoolie bus. Oh, man. A schoolie woolly. Anyways, so it's been about 20 minutes. I want to say that thanks for standing by with me there for today's morning chat. And talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.